What's up guys, Scorpop here. Today I'm going to be explaining how to solo High Priestess Kilnara in Zul'Gurub for the Swift Zulian Panther mount. It's a 1% drop rate. So first off, before even starting, you're going to take note of the pile of kind of like bones here. Now if you have a troll tablet and archaeology learned, you might want to consider grabbing this buff. It's a small little DPS increase, but for this boss specifically, I'd recommend taking it if you can. You're going to need all the damage you can deal. Make sure to follow my exact path that I take here. I'm not going to be killing any trash or anything. You can easily skip all the trash and just make your way to the boss. So I went marksman for the boss, and all the specialization and pet talents I chose for this are all going to be in the description. Now once you've made your way to the boss, before we even pull, I'm going to explain 3 different abilities that the boss uses. The first one is Tears of Blood. She's going to periodically cast this, and it will only deal damage if you're close, so since you're range, you shouldn't ever really be affected by this. Wave of Agony is going to summon a large purple wave, which deals a lot of damage if you're hit, but this requires her to be in line of sight of you in order for her to cast it. And the last ability I want to talk about is Lash of Anguish. Now, this is the big ability that will probably wipe you if you actually get hit by it. She'll charge towards you and do a massive amount of magic damage and leave a big dot that you can't dispel at all. However, again, this requires you to be in line of sight for her to cast. And notice that the last 2 abilities I mentioned require to be in line of sight in order for her to even use them. Now, you probably see where this is going. So to start off the pull, you're going to be in the back of the room. Make sure to use camouflage, get back here, or just run through feign death, whatever you can do. Just be in the back. And notice the pet positioning here. You want to get your pet as close to or exactly at this location that I'm going to show. You're going to start off by pre-casting a misdirection and then aim shot. The boss will go right to your pet, and then you're going to run out of line of sight, but near the... so you can cast on the Panthers, basically. But from this position, you're going to be completely safe, basically. You're going to want to move your pet again, so that it's in line of sight of misdirection and mend pet and such. You can see I'll do that here in a second. But once that happens, you're going to be completely safe, basically, as long as you keep mend pet up and your pet continues attacking the boss. Now, for phase 1, you're going to want to deal with all these Panthers. Make sure to cast misdirection and then pull each Panther just one at a time, burst them down. I would recommend pre-casting aim shot on all of them, because aim shot above 90% is basically like a guaranteed crit, right? Because of a careful aim. So that's like big damage on them immediately, and you want them to die extremely fast. Because if they don't die fast, they're going to leap towards you, and that's going to cause more damage on you. And that's not good. So you want them to die as fast as possible, basically. Sometimes you'll notice it on the first Panther there. It might try to line of sight you and go like where the boss is standing, basically. If that happens, you want your pet to be a little bit further out. I try and micro my pet here a little bit, trying to get it in the right position. But once it's in the right position, that shouldn't happen ever again. So just continue casting aim shot and just kill these Panthers all one at a time. And that's it, basically. I'll explain more once all the Panthers are dead. Alright, so all the Panthers are now dead, and you have to deal with the boss. Theoretically, all you need to do is just stand here and let your pet deal with it, but you can speed this up. Now, you do not want to be in line of sight of the boss while she's not casting anything, or she has a small chance to use the aforementioned Lash of Anguish and Wave of Agony abilities on you. And if, again, you get Lash of Anguish, that's really, really bad. It does a lot of damage that it's really hard to heal from, so you definitely don't want that happening. All you need to do is make sure she's casting an ability, and then you can sneak in and get some sneaky little damage. Tears of Blood is very good for this since she casts it for a while. So just sneak in some damage, sneak in some Chimera shots is what I would prioritize, since it also heals you, and she's going to be dealing a little bit of AoE damage as the fight progresses. So in order to keep yourself up, Chimera shot is needed. Serpent Sting if you can as well. So just slowly DPS her down. Let your pet kill her, and she phases over to the next phase at 50%. Now, once she reaches 50% health, you're going to have a brand new objective, and it's going to be quite easy. You're going to pop every single CD you have, potion, make sure you have everything up. Just kill her. She needs to die extremely fast, or else she's going to build more and more damage, and she will kill your pet. You have to make sure it keeps Mend Pet up, by the way. Every time Mend Pet falls off, reapply it instantly. Pump as much damage as you possibly can into this boss. She has to die. Personally, I'd say at around 15 to 20% health, you want to pop your pet's Last Stand, because if you don't pop Last Stand, it's definitely going to die. If you really feel like your pet's going to die, you could perhaps stall it out by using Distracting Shot, and then using Deterrence, and just tank the boss for a couple of seconds. Wait until the Deterrence falls off. Instantly feign death. Your pet will get threat back, but it'll get a couple of extra ticks of Mend Pet off to help keep it up if it's gonna die.
This body is useless.
And hopefully, if everything goes well, you manage to clutch out a win. Thanks guys for watching, and like, comment, subscribe. Peace.